Satnam, I love you. I love you. I miss you. I feel like I haven't reached out and done one of these recordings in a while. And that's because I have been just so in communion with God because of this practice and because of the cosmos. So I want to talk to you about what is the energy that's streaming on the planet. Right now, we are in the season of Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is a mutable sign. So Sagittarius will always stimulate and trigger Gemini and Virgo and Pisces. And Pisces is the God figure. It is the masculine energy of God the Father. It is what connects us to the Almighty. It's how we sense like if we were the wave, Gemini, then God, Pisces, is the ocean. And it has been really stirring. And we have this practice. We're going to be doing so many wonderful things in December. I can't wait. I mean, so much good stuff. And in the peaks of all of this energy that's streaming the planet, I truly believe that this December is going to rocket a lot of you that have been facing the demons and crying and freaking out and staying with your practice. It's really going to open up optimism and joy. Like, oh my God, this is beautiful. And this is all going to work out. So I want to say that we are going to be doing another 40-day, and we are going to be using the 12th Purdy, which is its main signature is when we agree to obey. Obey. God, don't we hate that? Obey. What the fuck? I ain't obeying. But obey in this instance, and all through the Japji, obey means obeying the small, still voice of our soul. Sagittarius and Gemini are going to come together next week for the full moon in Gemini. And Gemini represents the twins. And one twin is immortal and one twin is mortal. One twin is the soul and one twin is human. One twin will live on forever and one won't. And can you imagine what the relationship sometimes is between the soul and the human? What do you think it would be? Jealousy. Jealousy and resentment. So the mind is part of not mind. Mind, I want to use that in different terms. The brain, the physical brain and the physical body of your humanity oftentimes is jealous of the soul. And we don't really get that because the ego loves itself in some way and hates itself equally and tries to preserve itself. And then here's this still small voice that it knows wants to run the show, needs to run the show, and is going to go on forever. So what is on target in a human's life, this is what has to happen, is somehow the soul makes friends, makes love, makes closeness with the ego and the humanity of who we are. And in that relationship, my experience is when I am so attuned to my soul, I love her. And I finally tamp down my ego and say, okay, I will do what you say. And it is hard. And also the soul speaks vibrationally. It doesn't like but you know when you know, right? It's like these packed thought forms. You're going to do this. It doesn't give you the how or the why because the soul is the wave. It knows that it is connected to the ocean and the ocean has all the answers. And it's done in a very different way than the ego would. It's way more open. It has way more faith. It has way more trust. It also is a higher level. It's bigger than you would ever think of. And the only way to do it is to remain very humble because the human part of you, even if it lets the soul take over, what often happens is then it takes credit for the soul and starts thinking it's the shit, and then it drowns out the soul again. So it's like this weird thing that only you and you can figure out how to do energetically to be in balance with humanity and divinity, right? And what I find is my soul has such such compassion and mercy for my humanity. It's like, oh my God, of course, this must be so hard to know you got to kind of hand over the control of your life to this little light inside, and one day give up your life for that little light inside. But I can tell you this, our Kundalini practice gives you the discipline, gives you the strength, gives you the insight to be able to do it. And ultimately, here's the thing, y'all. We're supposed to enjoy this. It's supposed to be fun. What I've noticed is I'm taking my judgment way less seriously. I'm finding so much love. Tony and I have took a bump in our relationship that it was, oh my God. And it's like stuck, you all. And it was really simple. It was about kindness. It was about like that I said something like, we get all our fucking joy at GDF, like on the stage. I don't want that. I want it like, at breakfast and everywhere else, right? And we're mean to each other. It's like, we'll be la la la. And then someone calls from GDF or carpet clean. Hi, would you like your carpets clean? You know how that is. And then this other personality comes online. So it was like, I need us to be kind. Anyways, we had this just amazing healing and the connection. And a lot of it came out of White Tantra, that the lack of intimacy, the lack of kindness, the lack of God in our life was causing a lot of pain between him and I. So this is happening for all of us, that in Sagittarius, this light comes on and it shows us where the inspiration can be found, where the tweak can be made so that we are able to have more joy, more fun in our life. We should have fun in ascension. We should enjoy healing. And there'll be bouts where, oh my God, this is excruciating. But that's only like a small portion. And then the rest is like, it opens up into the field of unlimited possibilities. One of the things about Sagittarius is it believes in unlimited possibilities. And that is what the soul accesses with the ocean, with the God consciousness. This week, we will be experiencing Venus, which is in Sagittarius, opposing Mars in retrograde, which is in Gemini. The sun will align with one of the royal stars over the weekend, and that star is Antares. And this energy is one of the most powerful magnetic cosmic gates we get each year. The royal star Antares unlocks strong galactic energy and beams it to the earth. This is raising our vibration and aligning us to our higher purpose. This always comes at this time of year, just before the solstice, just before the Christmas boo-ha, right? It tries to kind of bolster our own Christ consciousness. And we get it, here's the thing. These things happen every year. Every year we have a Gemini full moon, right? But the more aware we are of it, the more we can use it for our benefit and access more energy and power to heal ourselves and others around us. Also over the weekend, Neptune's going to go direct. It's been in retrograde. So it's in Pisces. So it's going to be really playing with the sun and amplifying the sun's power with the Pisces energy, connecting us deeper and more fuller to God. Next week, we will come to the full moon in Gemini, and that is going to be next Wednesday when we will have the Tower of Light. So the Tower of Light is going to really set us up for Friday night, the 9th, okay? So on the 9th, next week, next Friday, Ajaya and I will be bringing in Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene to the GDF Sisterhood Circle. Venus is going to be crossing the galactic center at that moment. It's going to be such a juicy, potent night. And we have we have crafted a essential oil for each of you that is going to bring the essence of Magdalene and Mother Mary to the circle, and you get to take it with you. The gift bags are beautiful, so make sure you sign up. We're going to peak at 20 because I want to have the altar inside. I'm also going to put on the web like Zoom separate, so I know the Zooms from the people that are in the studio. And I love you so much. Trust this process. Trust your Kundalini practice. Trust your ability to let your soul lead you into your healing, into the destiny and the goals that you want to accomplish, into the evolution and the ascension of your soul. I love you. 2023 is going to have an amazing signature. It's almost like, I really feel like at the end of this year, we are, those that are doing the work, we're getting the bump into the golden higher self. But 2023 is going to be all about working out, having a higher consciousness. So many people's consciousness bumped up between 2012 and 16. And there's another bump right now that's going to be working. It's been working on us for the last month and a half, and it's going to go all the way through 24. But I feel it. I think I've been bumped. Now it's about believing. So if you feel like you've been bumped, then say, gosh darn it, I know I have. And then it's about integration, because we can know the divine energy, but then we have to get the humanity of who we are to work with it and to embody it, which means, the ego has to step off of its judging box. It has to step off of its doubt box. It has to step out of pessimism. It has to be in the faith and the hope and the strength of the soul. So all this energy is going to lead us to January 1st and this epic workshop we're going to do on the first day of the year and start a new 40-day. Make sure you sign up for that, and 40 days of inspiration. I have a new book about the Purdy's, and it's just opened up so much love and energy, and why we have done it in the order we're doing it. Also, what we're adding to the Purdy is an amazing Kriya that's really going to tune us into that small, still voice of the soul. The whole 40 days about, can you hear it? Do you feel it? Are you doing what it says? And we're going to stick together on that. I love you so much. Sat Nam. I'm teaching tonight, and we're going to be working with that obey energy. It's a very mystical, dreamy night with a beautiful sound bath. So I hope you come see me. Sat Nam.